Why do many people lose interest in relationships after some time with the same person? I'm talking especially and exclusively about couples. Especially when you look at the couples, after some time they lose interest in each other. Why? Well, experts talk about passion, they talk about intellectual compatibility, they talk about enthusiasm levels, they talk about interest levels. All various factors and parameters have been considered, but let me tell you, apart from all of this, there is a very, very important and significant factor which nobody has addressed. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Karthik Poovanam. I'm a leadership coach and author, and I'm going to share with you some very, very critical insights. And if you want to experience vibrant relationships, be aware about these factors, because I don't see any other internet guru or expert on relationship who is speaking about these things. And therefore I take it as a responsibility to share them with you. Have you ever gone to an ocean and told, I got bored of your sound, can you please change the sound? Have you ever gone to a white snow and said, hey, listen, I got bored of your whiteness. Can you please become orange or blue in color? Obviously, we like colors in our life, isn't it? Why? This is because somewhere there is a certain profoundness to the nature which just opens us up completely. And that too, people are not able to enjoy after some time. They feel, I've gone and visited this place for a long time, I need to go to a different place. But whenever you go to any other place or any other planet, you know that can be different if you go to any other planet, but in India or across the world, wherever you go, if you go to an ocean, the sound of the waves are going to be the same. They're going to be a little more intense or a little more less, but the wave sound is always going to be the same. Now, what you need to understand about this, in your relationships, if you are not approaching your relationship with love, if you're not approaching your relationship with dignity and respect every single time, you will naturally feel frustrated after some time. And you may think it's a passion, because you may think it's lust. No, it's because fundamentally you have not approached relationships properly in your life. And nobody has ever taught you. No magazine in the world wants to express this with you. No expert ever has themselves experienced profound relationships. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me tell you, I experienced profound relationships in my life, be it with my loved one, be it with my business associates, be it with my training associates, be it with the people I do workshops with. I define very clearly as to what is the purpose of getting inside that relationship. Unfortunately, when people come together, they have sex and they say it's love. No, be very clear, you're just using each other. So when you are unclear, you get into conflicts. When people come together because of intellectual compatibilities, after some time they have to realize you not have anything to talk about because you feel bored. Every time you can't pick up new things, and when you pick up new things, there can be a difference of opinion, and one person wants to prove the point louder than the other, because when you go from the intellectual parameters, it is an ego which is always seeking for satisfaction. An ego does not like to be projected as you are not right. It cannot tolerate it. And therefore, this level of intolerance grows inside either the man or the woman, and it tends to create friction in relationships, which is happening very, very largely. So, approach your relationships when you're together. It's very, very important to be together because of love. And what's love? You may ask, Karthik, what is love? Love is that amazing ability which allows you to be just like yourself. When you're with that person you love, you are absolutely yourself. You don't have to put makeup, you don't have to dress well, you don't have to be lying. You can be like you are in your authentic home. There will be a certain sense of freedom. You will feel free. You will feel eternal. You will feel joyful. You'll naturally feel gratitude for. These are the amazing qualities that will come to you. People don't have access to this. And unfortunately, there's so much of misconception about love. And therefore, people always say, it's my private space, I want to hide things. You give it a name, a fancy name that doesn't prove you that you're fearless in your relationship. Are you able to talk whatever you want freely in your relationship? Take a moment. Ask yourself this question. And if you're not able to express yourself freely in the relationship, understand you are not experiencing authenticity in relationship. You are not experiencing authentic relationship. And when you do not experience authentic relationship, you'll never ever be fulfilled in a relationship. Today or tomorrow, there's going to be crisis, and there's going to be a day-to-day crisis that you will be taking. Daily you will get into argument, daily you will get into some kind of frustration. This is happening to a lot of couples. You see, they'll take one photograph, one selfie, smiling selfie, fake smiling selfie, hardly 10 seconds, and you think it's a happy family. No, I know many families who project themselves very happily on the social media. When you go and what problems they say is totally unimaginable. I never ever taken names, nor will I here, but I'm telling you, in general, 98% of the married people I have met, they're unhappy. 2%, maybe they're acting well, I don't know. But even they, the way in which they approach their relationship after being married is as if they're not really married. And that's where, I feel they are able to experience a certain sense of vibrancy. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very, very important for you to understand this very, very significant thing. You need to unclutter yourself completely. Just like a sculptor who is, designing a very, very beautiful and absolutely amazing statue. What does he do? He chisels out completely the unnecessary stone, and a beautiful statue emerges in front of our eyes. All that unnecessary parts he chisels out. This is what you need to do. You need to chisel out all the unnecessary, stupid programming that has happened to you because of the society, which has told you this is what is relationships all about. Relationships are not about just sex. Relationships are just not about educational qualification. Relationships are just not about money. Relationship simply means you're able to relate with freedom. And if there is no freedom, then it's not a relationship. It is nothing but a forced arrangement with desperation. Are you living a forced arrangement with desperation and calling it marriage? Think. Are you a couple who is in a forced arrangement because of certain urges and you're still together? Think. Nobody can be together until and unless it's touched with love, because love is the only and only entity that never changes. Rest all are bound to change. Your wealth, you can have it today and it will not be there tomorrow. Your beauty will be there today, you cannot have it tomorrow. Your looks are going to fade away. The body, as it grows, it fades. And eventually this life loses its ability to hold on to the body, and one day it gets completed as death, the permanent departure about which I will speak about in another video. If you want to experience vibrant relationships, you need to go through it in a certain way. I suggest you to also check on the link in the description box below. Download the product and also experience great vibrant relationships, because there is no point in going through this self-torture. I've seen any number of people like this. Now that's why I made this in the form of a digital product. If you're interested, you can literally see it. If you think I'm just marketing my product, you just shut this video and don't watch any of my other videos. Or if you think Karthik Poovanam is really meaning what he says and he really wants to help us, he wants to help me have vibrant relationship, and he's someone who's experienced vibrant relationships in his life, just see, I can tell you with a lot of certainty, it's time to implement certain things in a strategic way. Click on the link and choose the product wisely. Good day and stay blessed and experience vibrant relationships.